It's another one of those late night Monday recording days. I'm struggling a lot here, so you better appreciate it. I didn't say the video idea in the first 5 seconds, how dare I? But let's get back on topic. Yes, your dream business is worthless if you're doing it with people that you hate. No matter how much you make or the accolades in it, I guarantee you that it will all feel empty. You know, a long time ago I read this book. It was called Essentialism by Greg McOwen, I think is the name. It's a really great book. It kind of boils down life into the essentials that can make you really focus on them. But anyways, one of the chapters in this book was about the mental framework that you're going through when you're deciding on whether to take a job, go with someone, choose someone as a partner, live where, work where, etc, etc. And this phrase kept repeating over and over and also kept repeating in my mind. And I would always be so unsure of it, like what does it actually mean? How does it feel like? If it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. Like yes, the general sentiment is fairly well understood, but how does it feel in practice? How are you supposed to recognize a situation like that when you're in the middle of it? And that was something that honestly it took me a very long time to kind of get some kind of hold on it. And with every passing situation I did get a bit of a clearer idea on it. So what I've pulled from it so far is that if it's not a hell yes, then it's a no. It's not about looking for something perfect. It's more about looking at something and knowing this is a good idea, definitely, without a doubt, with no need for you to bust out a table and take all the pros and cons and weigh it out in your mind, really deliberate on it. Yeah, no need for all of that. You just look at it, you know it's good, and you know you want to do it. Simple as that. The caveat to this is that you kind of need to have gone through enough situations to have some ability to recognize how to differentiate between those two. We're a business channel. Let's just talk about business. Say that you're prospecting for your business about whether to take on a particular lead or not. Well, you look at any personal criteria that you may have for them. Their culture, your impression of their personality, the kind of persona and character that they have built online, and any personal interactions that you may have had with them. Then you go down to the more professional side of the evaluation. What niche are they in? How big is their business / how much revenue are they pulling in? Do they have a team so that you can slot yourself in them? What else? Are they actually looking for the service or not? Because if you send the pitch to someone that doesn't need it, it's not gonna be a good situation in any case. At best case, you're sending something to someone that doesn't need it. At worst, if it's badly made, then you're gonna give a lasting, very good, bad impression of you. If it's well made, they will appreciate the effort and maybe they will be open to something in the future, kind of thing. But back to the point. After you look at all of those things, if you get an instant gut reaction of like, this person is great, I want to work with them, then this is the kind of person that you should tailor your efforts towards. And when you're looking for more leads, then you should go and look into their network, who they follow, who they like to hang out with, what kind of places are they at, what kind of things do they enjoy, spend a lot of money on, spend a lot of time on, their kinds of hobbies, because then you find more people that are similar to them. And through a social media lens, you just look at the accounts that they comment on, who follows them, who they follow, and that tends to actually be a better source because it's a conscious decision where they, on the other hand, they don't control who follows them, which tends to be a little bit less reliable in my experience. And then you can just go through that process of recursively going down every sequential list of followings to that person until you create a very respectable lead list that you can then create connections with and spend some time with to nurture those relations into any kind of future where they might need whatever that you do. And that's actually kind of the idea of where I got this video for. Because the point here is that ideally we're looking for people that we can work with for years, decades maybe, not just weeks or months. Because that's where the compounding is. That's where the best relationships of business and life come from. Sure, goals and interests may and will change. That's just an inevitable part of life. But it's meaningless to invest so much time and effort into something that you know is bound to dissolve in weeks, like it never even happened. And this isn't the kind of thing that we just do for prospecting for clients. This kind of thing applies to any life decision: friends, partners, people, places, jobs, anything. Why do you think your dad's old suit has survived in that freaking closet for decades by now? Because it was a very good no-brainer decision at the time. And that's the same way that your clients should feel about you. It should be a hell yes kind of decision. That's how you land recurring good clients. It's all interconnected. Now, you may say that you don't know. You don't know if this is a good decision slash a good client or not. They could be someone from your best of dreams or someone that just seemed to crawl out of a basement. Well, in that case, you could just simply look for three things and rely mainly on them. Do they have a decent budget? And that's number one. Maybe it's a paid community with hundreds of members on it. Maybe it's their own site where they sell a $200 product with 10,000 visitors on it every single day. Did they just celebrate a huge revenue milestone? That kind of thing. The second is if they actually need your help. Look at whatever aspect of their business slash content online is relevant to whatever your skills slash services are. Does it look clearly underdeveloped? Are they advertising a position? Do they have some posts online with their entire team, but there is no one that fills in your slot and does what you do? Lastly, if you have friends in a similar niche, maybe they dealt with them or they had a friend that actually dealt with them. Just ask them about their experiences. How are they like? How they interact? Are they responsive? Do they pay their invoices on time? Are they clear on what they want and when? Those kind of things. And at the start, as general advice, you should say yes to everything because you're just in the stage of trying to learn and gather up as much as you can information wise to be able to implement it later on for better and bigger gains. But the less experience you have, or in a similar experience as mine, the less time that you have and you really need to make it worth it, then you should be more conservative and try to lean into the higher end of those numbers, meaning more raving testimonials or reviews of their experience, bigger revenue numbers, a more severe need for whatever that you do. For example, right now I only have capacity really for like 2 to 3 clients at the moment, just because a lot of my time is tied up between college and graduation projects and creating content. I mean, I'm recording this video literally an hour before when I'm supposed to sleep, and I'm just gonna edit it really quickly and send it out. So I just don't have a lot of time to dedicate outside of that. If you need help with your content creation though, just let me know. So in a case like mine, I need to be pretty selective on who I choose to go work with and who I choose to spend my time with. So if you're in a similar position, you could possibly stand to benefit from doing the same thing. But that's the end of this video since I actually want to sleep. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I have this video about sales if you're looking to get more into that world. I do have a business newsletter where I do talk more about my businessy stuff. And with that, I'm gonna see you soon. Inshallah. Bye.